I'm Matt Klimas from the Snowy Owls, and so the Dambuilders. This was a band that I think the way I ran across them was like Kenny was talking about. Back in '94, just starting to get into alternative radio and exploring all of that as a new kind of new music for me, and so definitely more sensitive to all the kind of singles that were popping up on the air. I remember there was a show called Out of Order that was something I tuned into pretty religiously in terms of hearing new music, and I remember hearing Shrine and that just being one of those songs that, looking back, it's very, it fits that period so well, but I think it definitely stood out in terms of just being such a strong single, and just the aspects of that song were something that really caught my attention and just really it hooked me, So yeah, so they were, immediately that was also the era where had the cassette tape ready and the stereo, so the minute a new song came on, was making those radio mixtapes of all my favorites. That definitely made it onto some tapes. And I think, that song for me was, again, like as far as their music, that was the main thing that kind of stuck with me. And when we were talking about this project, in terms of why they pop up every now and then as this band I get excited about, was just kind of those moments of hearing that song and just the contrast of the bass and the way the guitars come in. I think I would describe them as that perfect blend of like quirky pop that gets like a little messy. And I remember just the little squeals of feedback and the way the guitars kind of crash in and drone over a single chord. Those are all hallmarks that I can see, not that necessarily that song became like a formula for anything that I've done or, their other songs, but it kind of embodied that, a lot of things that I value in terms of, the arrangement of music. Got excited about, being able to, because doing these little cover projects, I've kind of, both with the band and kind of bedroom recordings, I love being able to like try music that has, try covering music that has impacted me over the years. Both as sort of, an homage, but also I feel like that's how I've learned so much about, just playing guitar is, how did they get that sound, or how did those chords work? But this was one that every now and then I run across a song where, listen to the song for years, and there's a line in the lyrics that I always thought said one thing, and then having gone back for this project and actually like, okay, I'm gonna memorize the lyrics, to perform this, and got to the one section where it's, I can fall so easily because her hair's colored red. I ask her if she would dye mine too. She tells me it's already dead, because there's this whole like kind of translation thing. And I remember thinking and singing along that for some reason I thought he said, I ask her if she'll tie my shoes. She tells me they're already Ted, which was close, but not quite right. But I kind of like just laughed and chuckled that I kind of got the gist of what was going on in the lyrics, but for years, not quite right.